To the ring from Sheffield, Qasim Hussain.
Hussain is in his last year as a professional. We talk about summer of '69. Qazi's going to be checking out after this year. He's a real character. Servant, isn't he? He really is. You know, and he plays up to the crowd. He plays up to the commentators. I like Qaz. He can be terrible to box though. I say he can make majority of these prospects look pretty bad in there. He can, and that's going to be what he's trying to do to Shakeeb Ali tonight.
Shakeeb Ali.
Just a little bit of delay with the ring walk, I think, here. Not sure what's going on.
Yeah, maybe Shakeeb's building up anticipation. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a delay backstage. Shakeeb will be out any second. I don't think Qasim Hussain's the type to be affected by nerves of being left in the ring for an extra minute.
Jonathan McManus on Twitter, the first time he's joined us on VIP Boxing Live. It's good to have you. Hope you enjoy the show. Lee Carter's on Twitter as well, watching from home. Hopefully we'll see him out again in the ring.
Who's Bert Tilsley? I've just been called Bert Tilsley.
Gail's twin.
Bert, yeah, Gail. Is it? What was Nick's dad called? Who got sent down? Did a bit of bird, didn't he?
He was called Brian, wasn't he? Brian
Brian,
Tilsley.
are you sure? Brian.
Yeah, did he get murdered?
I don't think you get sent down for getting murdered, though, do you? What did he?
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, from Blackburn, Mr. Shakeeb Ali.
Here we go, second time lucky, I think. There he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Wood for VIP Promotions welcomes you to the Victoria Warehouse here in Manchester. This a light welterweight contest for 3-minute rounds. Your student in charge is Mr. Kurt Haslam, your timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Phil Rorris, and your referee in charge is Mr. Mark Lyson. Introducing the contestants, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 74 fights, 3 victories, 69 defeats and 2 draws. He weighed in at 10 stone, 2 pounds and 2 ounces. He wears the black shorts and hails from the steel city of Sheffield, ladies and gents, Qasim Hussain. And across the ring, a record of 2 fights, 2 victories, no losses, no defeats. He weighed in at 10 stone, 9 stone, 10 pounds and 2 ounces, and wears the silver and red from Blackburn, Shakeeb the Storm Ali.
Okay, boys, both know the rules. I want you to obey my commands. Tell you to break cleanly, defend yourselves at all times, boys. Good luck to you both.
So Mr. Madeira, Mr. Evans, third fight of the night. Mark Lyson's the referee in the away corner. We've got Qasim Hussain in the black trunks, and in the home corner we've got Shakeeb Ali in the rather snazzy sequin shorts with a red trim.
Round 1.
Third fight of the night. Good evening, guys.
Shakeeb the Storm Ali taking on Cash Hussain here. Nice quick start by Shakeeb.
Yeah, he started really sharply in there.
Yeah, straight away. I think Shakeeb, you know, he's done his own work on Kaz Hussain, and that's what you need to do. Keep it at range. He'll look to tie you up. He'll look to grab hold of the ropes. He'll grab the ring apron. He'll grab the referee. He'll grab somebody ringside. Will Kaz do anything to slow you down, to mess you about, make you look bad? And Shaq, I think straight away he's done his homework. Listen to his corner. Here's Kaz there. He looks straight away. He's looking to grab the third rope.
Yeah, there's journeymen like we've just seen Qasim, the Birmingham-based Iraqi. If it's Christian late, you know what you're going to get with Christian. Then there's a guy like Cash who can make it horrible for you, isn't there?
Yeah, he can.
There's different types of opponents at this level, and these guys go through fighting them all. Like Shakeeb, it's his third fight. He's already fought Christian. He fought a guy called Jack Heath, picked up a couple of wins, and now he's fighting Cash. So it's just encountering different styles of journeyman, isn't it, early on in your career?
He is, and one of the things that I noticed from the fights I've called with him in the past, and I've seen from Shaq, it is how he likes to box at range, and he likes to pick his shots, and you know, he's confident. He lets the uppercuts go as well. He'll work the hooks in there, and you know, that's what he's going to look to do in there tonight. You need a strong referee when you box Hussain. He knows how to steal a minute. He knows how to steal 10 seconds in there, and lovely body work as well from Shakeeb in there.
Bought some fans with him as well, Shakeeb, hasn't he? He sold a few tickets.
Well, he has. He's from Blackburn. I don't know how many of them are Blackburn fans, but I know they're having a problem with Venky's Chickens people, aren't they? So
I think there's more people here than there is at Blackburn nowadays.
Yeah, I think you're right there, actually, John. Ewood Park, I think it'd be more like the local park than Ewood Park.
Although, to be honest, you probably get that many people stood on that grassy hill at Ewood Park watching over the top of a stand.
Yeah, I remember Shearer and Sutton. They were the glory days for Blackburn, weren't they? The SAS up front. And Shakeeb, you know, he's looking to bring them glory days. But like I say, Steve Woody has been known to put shows on in Blackburn, and I'm not too sure what shows he's got on the rest of what he's got planned for 2017. He's got a busy end to this year. Got shows in Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, back here again tomorrow. And it'll be interesting to see, like I say, do we go back to King George's Hall in Blackburn? Very memorable nights we've had there. That was where Luke Blackledge won the Commonwealth title in an absolute barnstormer with Luke Cameron, and Cameron's out. I think he's out in Australia, isn't he, this weekend? He's looking to, he's fighting for the Commonwealth title.
Yeah, big opportunity.
Fantastic opportunities. Really nice person as well, Liam. I think I just called him Luke. Yeah, Liam Cameron, I beg your pardon. Nice boxing from Shakeeb.
Hashtag VIP Boxing Live on Twitter.
Really, really excited for the deal that Steve Wood's done for VIP Promotions with Fight Live. We talked about it earlier on, you know, it's just that exposure that you're giving these fighters. You know, Steve Wood's got a couple of fighters signed from overseas that come and box on his shows, and you know, we've got Anthony Kakache boxing tomorrow night. He's the Irish fighter, and not everyone can get over here at short notice. And you know, the 6-rounders, the 4-rounders. So you know, I think Steve signed lads from Afghanistan as well. We've had those lads boxing, and like I said, I don't think there's not a day return you can catch from Afghanistan to come and watch your mates boxing. So yeah, the exposure is going to be bringing fantastic. Then we've got a local lad in there right now, Shakeeb Hussain from Blackburn, and like we say, he's brought a few fans down.
Yeah, I think partly down to yourself, Simon. I think there's a bit of a cult following developed to VIP boxing, hasn't it, and Claymaker's Corner, and we know what we've got. We know we've got some good fighters. We get some tremendous fights on VIP boxing, and this just opens it up to a masses, doesn't it? If more and more people can see the type of fights that we've been commentating on.
Yeah, it does. You know, I mean, I think one of the things that the small old promoters have got to do is they've got to look at getting the fights out there, but it's so expensive to put it online and to stream it, and to give the opportunity for people to see it. You know, James Lindeman's looking at doing it. Kieran Farrell does it. You know, Steve Goodwin puts his shows out. You know, not always out there. Kyle Greaves puts a lot of shows out there, and it just helps you grow. And then, you know, when you go into potential suitors and you're going talking to Fight Live TV and you're going talking to Tanko Boxing, they want to have a look at the production of your shows. They want to see what you're capable of doing. And I read a quote from Steve Wood this week, and he said he's not a small old promoter. He doesn't like being referred to as a small old promoter. He puts shows on that are capable of, you know, TV exposure. Tomorrow night we've got McCarthy, we've got Askin. You know, some people would say that that's a better fight than we're seeing next Saturday night at the Wembley Arena with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. You know, is there a better fight than that next Saturday? For me, no, there isn't.
Exactly, and you were just saying the fighters find it easier to sell tickets for TV shows. When you look at the fights we had, like I look back into a not so distant past when we had Carl Dilts, Wayne Adonai, we had Sean Lewis, Adam Ishmael. If the masses had been able to see those fights much easier than having to search around on the internet, it just boosts everybody. It boosts those guys. It makes it easier to sell tickets to see the fights. Everyone's a winner.
Of course, I talked earlier on about Cameron and Blackledge. I remember when I was talking to lads that were boxing on the undercard, people knew that they had a main event. They knew they were going to see a main event. Got Ryan Doyle top of the bill tonight. He's in there with Thomas Lasker. It's an 8-round fight. Yeah, it's not fantastic, but people know that Ryan Doyle's top of the bill. Steve Wood's looking to do something with him. He's moved him up a division, and then the likes of Shakeeb, who's boxing now, they're going to be looking at getting on the undercards of the bigger shows. We had Alex Rutter was down to box Michael Gomez Jr., then it was Callum Diaz, ended up fighting Brad Botham, and I just think that these shows have got to have a top of the bill to have some real appeal, and like I say, Steve's cottoned on to that, and on that's what we're getting. Yeah,
we're getting strength and depth on the bills as well. Like later on tonight, we've got exciting Jordan Thompson, big punching cruiserweight, very exciting. We've also got Kofi Yates, tried and tested area title level, very exciting fighter Kofi, only 24 years old. So we now got strength in depth to these bills.
Yeah, Kofi boxed a friend of mine at Goodison earlier on this year, Tom Farrell, and I know about this, the gym rivalry. A lot of times, these lads are fighting people that they've sparred, and I know Kofi done rounds with Tom, and I say, Shakeeb gets around the gym and he sparred lads, and potentially when you get to central area level, or when you get into the English level, you're going to have to fight somebody that you've trained with, you're going to have to fight somebody that you've sparred with, and yeah, I think, like I say, I'm very critical of boxing, but if I'm honest, I'm probably more critical of the big boys, of your Eddie Earns and your Frank Warrens. Not so much Frank, but for Eddie Earns, for what they're delivering. You look at somebody like Steve Wood, who really is knocking his cods out. He's putting the shows on. You look at James Lindemann, you look at the headline fight he put on, you look at Kieran Farrell, he looks at putting some unbeaten kids on, and for me, I think Steve Wood's leading the way, and I know he doesn't like being termed a small old promoter, but for me, Steve Woods, he's probably king of the small old promoters.
And the beauty with the TV deal is that it's going to force other promoters to put on better fights.
Yeah, of course. I read a quote from Eddie Earn this week, and a little bit patronising. He said, when lads are walking in his stable now, then unless you're going to be a world champion, he doesn't want to know. But you look at what happened at the weekend. Stephen Swifty Smith produced an absolutely, he's a real gutsy performance in there, and he's probably a level down from world title level, and he's at what's so. Steve Wood just walking past there. We'll see if we can get a few words with him just about this TV deal that he signed, and see if we can get a bit.
Well, V8's have gone next to change it.
Steve, tell us about this the TV deal you've signed with Fight Life. Just letting know that the shows we've been putting on, more people can see.
Yeah, what we're doing is filming the tester tonight, and hopefully the quality will be good enough, and it'll be going out either next weekend or the weekend after. And then next year, at a minimum 4 fights here at Victoria Warehouse. We're doing joint promotions with Tanko, and they'll be going out live.
Corners, 10 seconds.
If things go okay, we might do a few other shows live as well. So it's good for the punters. Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Into round 3 here of Shakeeb Ali fighting Qasim Hussain.
Tell you something else I did just notice then, I don't know if part of the deal was they've upgraded Steve Woods, that little kind of designer jacket he had on there. He looked the part, didn't he? Look like the Don there, Steve Wood.
Next show he'll have a silk scarf as well, just hanging loose around his neck.
Yeah. Just notice again there, you could just hear the fans ringing out for Ali. You could hear the Ali chants.
His nickname was Storm, but it's been more of a quiet storm, hasn't he, Shakeeb, tonight? It's just quietly gone about his business.
Yeah, he's boxing well in there. It's Qasim Hussain, if you said to me somebody you struggle to look good against, it'd be in the top 5. I think it's really hard to look bad to look good against Qasim. He forces you into fighting his way, and Shakeeb's kept it at distance. He's whipped them ups in, he's boxed behind the jab, and he's been aggressive, and it's not easy to do in there with Qasim. Lovely body work as well, bringing the uppercuts in. Qasim wants to take you for a dance, he wants to take you for a tango, he ties you up and he looks to take you around the ring. Mark Lyson's not letting him do that. Shakeem's going to be one of these fighters, he's going to want to be on them TV bills next year, he's going to want to be on Fight Live TV with Tanko Boxing. He's going to be knocking on Steve Wood's door and saying, give me a TV opportunity, Steve, I'm going to shine. And one of the things it does do is, when you get your opportunity, you've got to take it. You've got, if you get an opportunity to fight on live TV, whatever level it's at, it can be Sky Sports 1, it can be Sky Box Office, it can be on Fight Live TV, it can be on Dave. You look at David A. You've got to go in there and you've got to take your opportunity. Right onto the body really hurt Qasim Hussain then. Lovely shot.
A few people on Twitter asking about John Telford. Just to clear that one up, we will box tomorrow night instead of tonight. There's been a few issues with his opponent, so hopefully he'll be on tomorrow's Mammoth Bill we've got from the Victoria Warehouse live on VIPboxing.tv. Hashtag VIPboxing live is the hashtag. Get your tweets into us.
Yeah, I've just had a text message off John Telford. He's really disappointed, and like I said, I'm going to go and try and work me work me magic with him. I've got a bit of a silver tongue up there, so hopefully be able to persuade him to box tomorrow night. I'm not sure what John Evans had a little look at me then, yeah. I mean, he thought I was going to put my tongue in his ear and see what I could work, but no. I say hopefully John will be boxing tomorrow. He's really disappointed. I know how hard he's in. He took a lot of criticism after his last performance against Dean Gillen. Some of it rightly so, and some of it was a little bit harsh, so lovely body work again in there from...
Yeah, I was just watching Ali then. He does some nice things, doesn't he? He puts his punches together in combination, which is always a good thing, but then he was moving his feet to the side. He wasn't stepping way out of range and having to reset again. It's something Steve Mailer, who's got Anthony Leak fighting, like something he tries to hammer into his fighters. Yeah. Don't step out of range. Once you're confident, just stay at that mid-range so that you can go again into a second phase. And Ali's just done that a couple of times there. Pretty good stuff.
Hashtag VIP Boxing Live. Live and exclusive. VIPboxing.tv going out delayed for Fight Live TV.
Lee Carter's just been on Twitter saying we need makeup artists for this TV.
Sorry, what was that?
Lee Carter says we need some makeup artists for next time. Now we're on TV.
We certainly do. How's things, Lee, anyway? I know you're having a bit of time out the ring that's been forced upon you. A few choice words he had to say about the British Boxing Board of Control, did Mr. Carter. I said it'd be great to see Lee. I know he's going to look to avenge that defeat. Very controversial defeat. He's going to look to avenge that in 2017. Sweet Carolina, I can remember sort of sitting here commentating on Lee's professional debut, and you look at how many fans are in here tonight, and the crowds just seem to get bigger and bigger and bigger at the venue.
More and more chairs seem to appear every time we come, and they get filled every time.
Yeah, but we get less and less parking spaces, don't we, Luke?
Hey, I parked for free tonight. I've cracked it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
You'll get fined if you find those false badges in your window, Luke.
Yeah, people will be watching how you're walking around the venue, mate. Yeah.
Seconds out for the fourth and final round.
For the final round at Heat Seeker Gym. Frank Duffin in the corner. Kofi Yates is coming up next. Demir Riaz. Let everyone into a little bit of a secret. I do know Kofi Yates. His name's been talked about for the John Wayne Hibbert fight next week. Tommy Coyle's had to pull out for personal reasons. There's one or two rumours flying around the boxing circuit. We'll not be talking about those tonight.
Something Kofi would jump at, isn't it? A fight with John Wayne Hibbert.
Yeah, look, I looked at Kofi upstairs, and he looked fresh. He looked, he was calm. He was composed. He's been a lovely shot there, staggered.
Yeah, he staggered Cash.
Don't see Cash staggered too many times. A lovely shot from Shakeeb. Really having to dig in here is Qasim Hussain. You can see. He's just looking again. He's getting his head clear. He's just give us a little wink here on the commentary.
Just give us a little wink, Cash there. Maul and hold, and he's probably going to get a little warning here for holding. But that's why he's made it through 70-odd fights, isn't it?
Of course it is. And do you know what? I think that little telling off there from the referee, if that allows him to let his head to clear, to regather his senses, then it's worth every one. It's a little bit like not doing your own work, innit? If you can, say you've left it at home and you get kept behind at the end of the lesson, but you get away with it, it's worth taking a rap on the knuckles. Really impressed tonight with Shakeeb. Coming towards the end of the fight. Been a good performance.
It's been a change to the schedule for tonight. Kofi Yates is up next. Just a little bit of an alteration because of John Telford's fight being pulled off the card. That'll be on tomorrow instead, hopefully.
Lovely body work again from Shakeeb Ali. He showed a lot, he showed quite a lot of what he's got in his locker in there tonight. He's opened the top shelf and shown us a few shots, and then he's pulled the drawers out as well, and he's shown us what he's got in there as well. Nice performance. Playmakers Corner tonight, we're joined by Luke Madeira, the blue-eyed boy of the VIP commentary team. We've got John Evans, Mr. Boxing Matters. Really happy to have these guys joining us tonight.
We're back tomorrow night as well, don't forget. Another night of boxing from the Victoria Warehouse.
Yeah, as Simon likes to say, tomorrow's test match boxing, isn't it? We've got an epic
Yeah, it is. It's Steve Wood's putting a show on tomorrow night. He puts the show. You know, the show starts on Saturday, and it has been known to finish on Sunday when Steve puts one of those shows on. Just an 8-card build tonight. We're in fight 3 of that at the moment with Shakeeb Ali in the ring with Qasim Hussain. Kofi Yates coming up next. He's in with Ibrahim Riaz. There we go, end of the fight. Matt Lyson claps. Qasim Hussain goes to see opposition corner. Kofi Yates against Ibrahim Riaz. He's coming up next. Macaulay McGowan's going to be commentating on this fight with us. One of us three is going to have a little breather.
This should be fun.
Yeah, it could be interesting, this. I've commentated on a few of Macaulay's fights.
Having interviewed him, he is a character. But it's great. It's what we need in boxing.
Yeah, boxing's crying out for characters.
We might even get a little rap off him tonight, you know.
Yeah, I think he'll be up for that, won't he?
There's been talk of it anyway.
What about you, John? What about you, Luke? If you had to do, if this was...
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mark Lyson, scores this contest 40 points to 35 in favour of your winner. And fighting out of the red corner, Shakeeb Ali. And ladies and gents, a big round of applause for Qasim Hussain.
Hussain just had a point off there in the last round and failed to mention it, I think.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit carried away.
Yeah, I think it's another win, but I think more importantly, it's a good performance. I think that's what Shakeeb's going to be more pleased with in there. See him taking the photographs there at the end of the fight.
His fans will go happy tonight. Really good work.